What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisor.com, bringing home the bacon. NBA DFS video. It is Sunday. It is March 23rd. We are back. I want to know how your brackets are doing right now. Let me know if they've been busted already. Some crazy games, some crazy upsets have already happened, but I am very curious how your brackets are doing. If you've never been here before, you are in for a treat, hopefully. Anytime we have at least 5 games on the slate, we give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. The part of the season that we're at, we have so many people that are sitting, being benched, the bench playing. Some of the projections they change. So we do 10,000 simulations right before this video, and then in the afternoon we do another 10,000. We update our projections, update our simulations, and we give you some core plays and stuff like that in our Discord down below. So if you've never been with us before, that is what we do here. We also try to have giveaways every single day. We try to have 2 giveaways every single day. We hit it yesterday, and here is how to win. You got to like this video, you got to be a subscriber to this YouTube page, and you got to leave a comment on the video for the comment picker to pick you up. You've done all 3 of those, and this video gets at least 50 likes. You will have a chance to win a free week of FTA+. 100 likes is a free month, 150 likes, a free year, 200 or more likes on this video, a chance at a lifetime pass. Now, a lifetime pass is worth $500, okay? Simple as that. We got 90 likes in yesterday's video. So we are going to have the giveaway for that. Second way to win, somewhere there'll be a keyword or key phrase. Listen for that, type it in, and have a second chance to win. And that is a free week there for you. And then at the end of the video, after everything we've done through all those projections, we're going to give you a DraftKings GPP lineup and a FanDuel GPP lineup. So let's see who the 2 winners of yesterday's video are. So even if the keyword is in this first one, we're still going to re-roll it for the keyword. Dr. Death Hunter, congratulations. Please email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1 at gmail.com. Let me know if you have a username on the website. If you do not, let me know a username, an email, and a password. We will get you set up for your free week. Now, that was not the key word in that one, so we will re-roll it to see the keyword or key phrase. The Coley W. Yes, congratulations. It was flu game champion because the household had the flu on Friday. But we are back. So the Coley, please email me. Same thing. If you don't have a username on the website, let me know. If you do, let me know that as well. And we are so excited. We can taste baseball, guys. I wanted to start doing the video soon. The only problem is now this is opening day. All of the pitchers for every team are marked for opening day besides the Dodgers. Now that's because they played in Tokyo, and you can see Justin Steele pitched. He's supposed to pitch for opening day. I would assume Yamamoto is pitching here. I would assume it's Skubal versus Yamamoto. We don't know yet, but I want to get that video out as soon as I possibly can for you. I'm very excited for baseball. So if you've never seen our baseball content, stick around towards the end of this video. I will link a video from last year. It's usually a 40 to 45 minute video every single day, but we break down every single pitcher, the batters, our simulations, the props. We break it all down for you. So if you are ready to go, let's check out all of the content that we have. So FTA Plus, you can check it out. It's $10 for a week. It's all sports. So today is Sunday, so we have basketball and NASCAR. We have basketball, NASCAR, MLB starting this week, Saturdays are MMA, Sundays are NASCAR, basketball, and baseball. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, same thing. Then we've got PGA on Thursdays. Under the NBA tab, you can check everything else out. Usually I tell everyone to go to the website about 45 minutes to an hour before tip-off if you guys want to check that out. So that being said, just kind of looking, we do have a 6-game slate here. I think it's 6 game on DraftKings. It's 5 on FanDuel. For whatever reason, they can never have the same. But just kind of looking at this, Philly at Atlanta. Atlanta's a 10.5 point favorite right now. 236.5 over under. You've got Charlotte at Miami. Miami only 3.5 point favorite with a 211.5 over under. San Antonio versus Toronto. Toronto only a 1.5 point favorite, so a close game with a high over under of 233.5. Boston versus Portland. Boston 7.5 point favorite, 222. Denver at Houston. Houston, a 7.5 point favorite right now. They do not have an over-under right now. And that is because Jokic has missed a couple of games. They don't know if he's going to be in or out. So that is definitely one to look at. And then OKC at the Clippers. We've got OKC 3.5 point favorites, 227.5 over-under. So again, I personally am scaling back a little bit of how much I play. Just because there's so many big names that are being ruled out or possibly ruled in late in the day. A lot of the value plays jump up, and then they're no longer value plays because now they're chalk plays. It's just a mess until, playoffs. But I'm very excited for baseball. We cannot wait. So let's take a look at the point guard position. Now, we're to the part of the season, like I said, that some of these players, they don't have a tag. Maybe they rest SGA just for rest because the playoffs. That's where we could see. But we are going to give you simulations through the first 10,000, or projections through the first 10,000 simulations. So that being said, SGA is at the top, 55 to 58 fantasy points. James Harden, 49 to 52. Trae Young, 47 to 50 fantasy points. Mid-tier, when I'm talking mid-tier, I'm talking about 8K or below, and values about 5K or below. So looking in the mid-tier area, under 8K, Derek White for 37 fantasy points. Jalen Green for Houston, 25th DVP, 37 to 40. Russell Westbrook, would love Westbrook if Jokic is out. We'll wait and see there. Westbrook, 23rd DVP, 35 to 38 fantasy points. Now, Jokic being out, is he out? He's already been ruled out. Fourth straight game. Aaron Gordon, okay, so Jokic is already ruled out. So that's good to know. And that's definitely something to pay attention to. Some value should open up. Aaron Gordon should be at the top. Russell Westbrook is there as well. So then if we're looking at the, other value that might open up, you've got, now we don't know if he's going to start. Damian Bowe for the Hornets. He hasn't played the past couple of games, but we're looking about 23 to 25. Jamal Sheed, 22 to 25. And Cason Wallace. I would love Cason Wallace a little bit more if SJ was out, but he's in at the moment. Cason Wallace about 22 to 25 fantasy points. Looking at the shooting guard position, which is wild to think about. Quentin Grimes at the top is just wild. We've got him projected against Atlanta, 26 DVP, so a great DVP there. Looking at about 45 fantasy points from him. RJ Barrett about 38 to 42. Devin Vassell about 34 to 38 fantasy points. And you can see it drops off. There's no real, mid-tier here. If we were looking at some of those, we'd look at a little bit of Dyson Daniels about 34 to 36. Stephen Castle about 33 to 36. And Shaden Sharp about 30 to 34 fantasy point range. And then your value got to bob and weave and find some of these players. Yeah, Lonnie Walker, of course, we had him the other day as a value pick. He got hurt in the game. Why wouldn't he get hurt in the game? Just it's part of the season where we're at. That's why I personally am slowing down a little bit. But if you are playing and you are looking for some sort of value, AJ Lawson about 22 to 25, Isaiah Joe about 22 to 25, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. about 19 to 22 fantasy points. I don't know if I'll use Jaquez as much as maybe other people will. It just depends on if any other value opens up throughout the day. So looking at this, now Jason Tatum, he is questionable. If he does miss it, I would obviously, now price-wise he's 11,000, has not hit 11,000 value. Basically what you're looking for is 6.5, 7.5 times value, which he has not hit. If he is out, that bumps up, Derek White, that bumps up Peyton Pritchard, that'll bump up a lot of Boston guys today. So again, monitor that. I'm not paying 11,000 for Jason Tatum. Early projections have Tatum at 52 fantasy points. That is not enough for me. Kawhi Leonard comes at number 2, 42 to 45. Amen Thompson against a Jokic-less Denver, 25th DVP there, 40 to 45 fantasy points. Amen Thompson, you could save a bit of money there at 8,500. We drop down and we look, and we get our eagle on, but we drop down and we look for some value, or mid-tier. We got Michael Porter Jr. at 31. We got Norman Powell at 31 to 34. We got Tariq Eason right around 30 to 35 fantasy points. Tariq Eason has the 26th DVP against him, so there's only 4 other teams that are worse to go against. And then we get down here towards just this area right here. Looking at Keldon Johnson right around 24 to 26. Ricky Council, the fourth, 22 to 25. And Terrence Mann right around 20 to 24 fantasy points. Then we get to the power forward position. Now, again, Tatum's there, but that does not matter. Miles Bridges right around 44 to 48. Chet Holmgren right around 36 to 38. And we've got Andrew Wiggins against Charlotte, 30th DVP, a hopefully close-ish matchup, 29 to 32 fantasy points. Come down in this area right here, the other Wiggins brother, Aaron Wiggins. I think they're brothers. I got tricked by the Bridges guys who are not brothers, or somebody. I can't remember. Aaron Wiggins, 25 to 30 fantasy points. We've got 28 DVP against the Clippers. Al Horford would get a big boost if Jason Tatum is out. 14 DVP, about 25 to 28. And Jabari Smith Jr. right around 25 to 28 as well. Then you get down here to the lower end guys. You got Daquan Jeffries right around 20 fantasy points. Georges Niang right around 20. And Harrison Barnes right around 19 to 22 fantasy points. Then we get to the center position. But before we get there, key phrase is garage beer. I don't know if you guys have had I think everyone's probably had a garage beer, but I don't know if you've had the brand garage beer. I think they only have two flavors. I think it's regular light beer and then the lime one. I've got the lime one, and it's actually pretty good. It's not as limey as Bud Light Lime. It would be amazing if a company like Garage Beer would send me, sponsor these videos and send me stuff. Would be cool. But yeah, I saw it at the store. I thought I'd try it. It's not too bad of a drink. But who knows if I'm drinking that or drinking some water right now. So, we've got Alperen Sengun. I think that's how you say his name. Going up against Denver. Fantastic matchup. 24 DVP right there. But with Jokic being out, it's even better matchup for him. Currently 43 to 48 fantasy points. Would not be at all surprised. And look at the price difference right there. It's wild. So, game log wise, splits wise, he's faced Denver once, put 46.8 in there, and I believe Jokic was in that game. Game log wise, the minutes are there for him, 34 plus minutes in those games. Down game there, but if we could get 45 to 50 out of him at his price, I am okay with that. You want to save 500, you go with Zubac here, around 42 to 45. Mark Williams about 41 to 45 as well. Then we go down, and you can see it drops off. It drops off right in this area. But if we're looking at Porzingis, now he is questionable. Let's see if he's downgraded. An illness. It could be the flu. And if he is out, Al Horford obviously gets the bump. So I'm going to just go for the guess that Porzingis is out. Onyeka Okongwu up against Philly, 21st DVP, 36 to 38 fantasy points. You got Chet Holmgren, 36 to 38. Isaiah Hartenstein, 32 to 35. And then some sort of value. Horford hopefully will get a little bit more value if Porzingis is out, 25 to 28. You've got Jalen Williams for OKC going up against the Clippers, 10th DVP, so not the best matchup, about 24 to 28. And then Orlando Robinson against San Antonio, 17th DVP, about 23 to 28 fantasy points as well. Now, those are just some of the projections. If you want to see all of them, all of that is under the NBA tab. We'll have every player that is possibility of playing will be projected out. They'll have simulations. We'll do 20,000 simulations. We've already done 10. We'll do 20, usually like a couple hours before tip-off, and everything will be updated. You can check out our chalk. You can check out the fantasy or the FanDuel projections, the DraftKings projections, both FanDuel and DraftKings simulations. Also our cheat sheet. Now, just to kind of show you what a cheat sheet is. Now, this is all $10, but for $10, you get every sport. So you get NASCAR today as well. But this is yesterday's content. Anytime there's less than 5 games, it's only going to be GPP content for you. So just FYI. But you can see, you've got the plays here. You've got some leverage plays. Then we come down here and we build a couple of lineups, one on FanDuel, one on DraftKings for GPPs. Now, obviously, tops cash, it says, and GPPs are there as well. Now, usually you get about 6 to 7 plays at each position for cash, 6 to 7 plays at each position for tournaments. On top of that, you get usually 3 to 4, maybe more leverage plays at each position as well, kind of for your player pool to, bring it down a little bit. I mean, the player pool normally is huge. It's hard to break it down. We try to give you that player pool if we possibly can. So that being said, those are all the projections. Those are the early simulations. We are going to build you a DraftKings lineup now. Now, when we build these lineups, these are tournament-only lineups. They're first look lineups, and they can and most likely will change because we are, like I said earlier, we're to the part of the season where we just decide player A is going to sit in 20 minutes, sometimes after lock, where you can't do anything about it. And that's where it's annoying. I get that. That's kind of why I am just kind of slowing down a little bit, especially having 2 kids. I can't be glued to Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I can't be glued to my phone and lineups to make any late adjustments or after lock adjustments because I've got them. And it's very hard. So I'm taking a little bit step back, but you guys are here. I want to help you guys win money. That is why we're here. We've had a couple of people win 20,000 plus, which has been amazing to hear your stories. If you want to check everything else out down below, check out the free Discord down below. I've put out a couple of future Masters bets for 2 outright winners that are, one was 750 odds, and I cannot remember. The other one, it is in the Discord down below. So this is your tournament lineup for DraftKings. So we're going to enter that one in there. And then I've already built you a FanDuel one. Again, some of these plays might change a little bit. We'll get some news, we'll get some notes, and we can update it as well. Some people, they see these lineups and they tweak them, and that's how someone won 20 grand, which is awesome. Some use this how they are. But check it out. Any questions, comments, concerns, get those down below. Let's get this algorithm, this YouTube algorithm going for baseball season. I cannot wait for baseball season. Hopefully, once the Dodgers announce who the starter is, I can get the video out for day 1, and we can just get the ball rolling there. I cannot wait. Very, very excited for MLB content coming your way. So that's what I've got in this video. Any questions, let us know. If you have comments, let us know. Go check out the Discord. If you want to tip us, that is awesome. Please email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. We've had a lot of people tip or donate or whatever you want to call it. You can sign up for FTA Plus through the start of the MLB season. Instead of $199 for the yearly pass, if you email me, you can get it for $75. But once the season starts, a yearly pass is $199. But that is a yearly pass for every sport, not just baseball. Every single sport we offer